Today we are gonna make some sweet pinwheels using berries and cream cheese. And I'm wondering what you guys think about this. So I'm always trying to get more protein in, and when you do desserts like this, there's not much protein. So my original plan was to take this softened cream cheese, which I way over softened. It's like basically melted. And I was just gonna mix it with some powdered truvia. But I'm thinking as a way to get some extra protein in, what if I mix a scoop of protein powder in with the cream cheese? Just give me some yes or no answers. Should I add the protein powder to the cream cheese, yes or no? And based on that, we'll decide which route to go. But once we get this all mixed up, we're just gonna take all right, we've gotten 2 yeses and 1 no. 3 yeses and 1 no. All right, it's all yeses. So I'm gonna mix the scoop of protein powder. That will turn this dessert into like what would normally be probably 5 grams of protein at the most into a 30 gram of protein dinner. All right, so it's a lot of protein. I don't know. I have other cream cheese as a backup, so we're just gonna mix it up. Maybe to like make it a better texture, we could add some sugar-free maple syrup or something. Because it looks a little dry. Actually, no it doesn't. This is cool. I think this is okay. So we're gonna add our powdered sweetener. And I'm gonna add a little bit of vanilla. The protein powder is unflavored. If you're adding flavored protein powder, I don't think you would probably add a little less sweetener and not as much vanilla. So now we're gonna taste it. It's not bad. It's actually good. I can literally just eat this now that I think about it. All right, so now we're gonna add a little bit of vanilla. Because this was just totally unflavored protein powder. I would like to do this with my vanilla premier. Yeah, and also you can just get away with adding like half a scoop, you know. This is a 30 gram of protein batch. But the original recipe calls for no protein powder, so you can make it that way as well. This is good. All right, now I need a plate. I need a big one. Actually, I need a cutting board, not just a plate. Because we're gonna slice up the pinwheels before we put them in the air fryer. Yes, another air fryer recipe. Here we go. Yeah, Dee Dee, that one is delicious. That's definitely usually my go-to, although I kind of like the chocolate as well. Our cutting board must have not gotten cleaned in the dishwasher. I'm just gonna turn that side around and pretend that never happened. All right, here we go, boom. Now we spread this on. This is actually really good. I love using your recipes, you rock, thank you. Hey, you rock Mendelica. We've gotten our protein cream cheese frosting spread. I'm so tempted to keep eating it. All right, now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna do it like this. So I'm gonna add a little bit of blueberry, right? I'm trying to think of the direction I'm rolling this. So we'll add a little bit of blueberry, and then we'll add some strawberry, and we'll just keep repeating. This is a pretty thick chunk. I wanna go with the smaller pieces. All right, so our blueberry, strawberry, let's keep going. Some blueberry. Some strawberry. And some more blueberry. Okay, now we're gonna roll it up. You could just do it all together. All right, now here's what we're gonna do. There's a stem in this bloob. I hate it when you're trying to roll up your pinwheels and a stem be poking through. All right, so now the blueberries are popping out of one side. I think I could add some more berries into this layer. Like, I could have just spread them across the whole thing, actually. All right, now we roll it up. I need a napkin. Yeah, so if you're doing 20 net carbs a day, I'm trying to think. We used about a quarter cup of blueberries. A low carb tortilla could have like anywhere from 2 to 5. So the cream cheese only has 2. So what? No more than like 10 net carbs in this thing, especially if you skip the blueberries and just use strawberries. Now I need a knife. Dee, I'm excited to see it done too. I have no idea if it's gonna work out. So I did this podcast today, and I came home like just a few minutes ago after being in traffic for like an hour, which it's usually like 15 minutes for us to get to downtown from where we live, but when there's traffic, it takes so long. Yeah, Jen, so the 4th of July wrap is what inspired me to do this, and I think you talking about it the other day is what made me realize I should try it today. All right. Oh no, I almost forgot to brush it with butter. The most important part. How could you forget the butter? Okay. If you added some ketones to your day, no problem, right? So the whole chasing a high ketone reading thing, like this meal is not that high carb. But I don't want to say yes or no to that question because you could also, like, what are you doing keto for, you know? People who do keto to lose weight, they lose weight because the food isn't as fun. So if you're making this 3 times a day and this is like all you're eating is just fun keto recipes, the fact that you added some protein is good, but you still don't want to every experience with food on your, weight loss journey to just be this mouth pleasure, exciting thing. You want to be like, all right, for breakfast, I'll have some boring eggs, some avocado. For lunch, I'll have some grilled chicken, some cheese, maybe some sour cream and like salsa. And then for dinner, you might have a fun pork rind crusted chicken finger recipe and maybe something like this for dessert. But you don't want to be eating stuff like this all day because at the end of the day, the calories still add up. And then going back to the question about, I can just eat more carbs and take exogenous ketones. So being in ketosis doesn't cause weight loss. Being in ketosis limits your options if you're trying to be in ketosis and makes you eat less food, and that causes weight loss. And there may be some truth to it, like raising your metabolic rate and also just the fact of like how you feel on keto. A lot of people do it for the therapeutic benefits and their mental health, which is one of the reasons why I do it. But you can't just eat McDonald's fries and then take exogenous ketones and be like, I took my ketones, everything's going to be okay now. That's not really how it works. All right, we're just putting these in the air fryer. But if you're doing keto because you have a handle on how much you're eating and one day you want to have a little extra carbs, like 40 net carbs, and you just like the mental health benefits of being in ketosis, In that case, exogenous ketones are a great idea because exogenous ketones don't make you lose weight magically. They just put you in ketosis. And if you're doing keto for more reasons other than weight loss, they are beneficial because getting those ketones in your brain is good. All right, into the air fryer, 400 for like 5 minutes. Yeah, Sherry, it's the therapeutic benefits that kept me on it. You know, like I started to lose weight. I was like, oh, this is a quick way to drop 80 pounds, which took me 2 years. But then you just feel so good. You're like, why stop? All right, I really hope this works out, and I hope they don't fall apart. Blend the cottage cheese if you don't like the texture. Wait, what was this comment about cottage cheese? Yeah, DD. So cottage cheese is a new phenomena that like everyone is obsessed with, and I'm excited. I'm all for it because over the past few years, I've become more and more just eat more protein, eat more protein. Everyone should eat more protein. Just based on obesity. Like I'm reading a book called, what's it called? Called Hungry Brain. And I think that's what it's called. And it talks, I'm trying to remember. I don't know why it's not coming to me. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. But one of the chapters I was reading said, I have notes on it. I wish I could access them without leaving the live because they're on my phone. But if I'm remembering correctly, it's like when there were participants in a study put on a high protein diet, and whenever they were given a diet where 30% of their calories are coming from protein, which is pretty high, they just naturally desired 440 less calories per day than the other group. So simply by adding more protein to your day, you and the mechanisms inside of you that drive your choices around food are more likely to feel full or seek out less food than you usually would. And it had this whole chapter on like eating more protein and why maybe it's not that low carb diets work because carbs make you fat, or low fat diets work because fat makes you fat. The reason low carb diets are better than low fat diets are because your options are just limited to higher protein foods. And the high protein is really behind causing you to desire less calories, hence the weight loss happens. So I don't have a recipe for keto tortillas, I'm sorry. I actually saw one the other day. Never desired the cottage cheese taste as an adult, maybe because I was on diet as a kid and ate all the time. Oh yeah. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the taste of cottage cheese, but when I mix it with things, I do find it to be good. All right, I need to... Come, go. Go, go. Can Sophia say hi?
She's very great. Sweaty too.
Sophia is sweaty. Sophia was sweating. Wow. Wow, it's you, Sophia. Hi. Uh-oh. I think Sophia went to the bathroom. Uh-oh. Hi, Sophia. Blueberry. Here you go. Here you go. I don't think she wants it. Alright, guys.
You're gonna need to be able to squish it.
I think these things are burning, so... Who's the most beautiful baby in the world? Wee! think these are done now. She's the greatest blessing ever, Lori. Alright, we're putting them on a plate. Let me grab a pair of thongs. The blueberries don't look very appetizing, but overall, these look great. Oh, this one looks good. Oh, wow. Here they are. I think they would be good with like some frosting drizzled or some sugar-free maple syrup on top. Are you guys ready to try one? Is there a really ugly one I can eat and then I'll just take a picture of the other ones? I think this one's pretty ugly. I'll try this one and then I'll take a picture of these later. I do these shows most days around 6 Central Time, around that time, not always exactly. Alright, amazing. But I do think they need some maple sugar-free syrup. I'm just gonna do my test in here and then I'll make them look pretty on the plate. Alright. Some sugar-free syrup. And some powdered sweetener. Alright. Now we try it. Oh my god. Way better. $100 times better. Whoa. This is like an amazing breakfast idea. We did it. That was so easy, so delicious. I'm gonna get off here now, but I love you guys. I believe in you. I'll see you tomorrow.